Hey guys, we could debate the whole topic of livable wage, pay us a livable wage. We can debate this topic all day long. I don't think nobody is wrong in their feelings about it, but the fact of the matter is, it'll never change. Individuals will never be paid a livable wage or what we conceive as a livable wage. So I came across an article. I heard about it on the news. A gentleman, a warehouse worker in California, purposely burned down the warehouse that he worked in. I don't know the city in California, but he burned down the warehouse. And his words were, "You should have paid us a livable wage." So you go to jail instead of figuring out a way to make extra money. You burn down the warehouse and go and on your way to prison. To me, that was a dumb move. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Frank Talks Money. Real quick guys, I just need that one small favor. Remember to smash that like button. The more likes the video receives, the more the algorithm will share the video with more like-minded people like you and me. Now let's get right to it. So guys, so let me ask you a question. So where does it end? Should individuals make $30 an hour? $40 an hour? $50 an hour? Where does it end? How much should individuals make? What should the going rate be? But you do know the more money we pay the more money individuals make, the more we're going to pay for goods and services, right? The whole $20 an hour in California, I heard it has been a train wreck. Restaurants have shut down, retail stores have shut down, companies have moved out of the state of California to other states. It hasn't been good for the state. At least that's what I've been reading. But I can't see how it would be good on the economy. Guys, you just can't pay everybody top dollar. It just can't happen. It's not sustainable. So I got a couple of video clips that I want to get into of individuals sharing their thoughts on this whole pay us a livable wage topic. Let's get right to it.
Congratulations, you burned down a warehouse to really stick it to the man. Too bad they have insurance, so you actually did them a favor. Not only will they receive hundreds of millions of dollars from their insurance, but they can also write it off as a loss in their taxes. Now they get to upgrade their facilities, which could mean ushering more automation, which means less employees, which means less jobs. Or they can simply relocate to a different area and reduce the overall economic contribution they have to businesses in that local area. Either way, this is a great opportunity for them to downsize, which means a lot of people are losing their jobs. And they get to save even more money through reduced labor costs.
So you did nothing. You pretty much helped the company by burning it down, so now they can rebuild with more technology that's going to put individuals out of work. So you really did anything but screw yourself, and now you're probably going to go to prison and do time because you wanted to be paid a livable wage or thought you should be paid a livable wage, whatever you felt that you should be paid. And now you got to suffer the consequences because you burned down a warehouse.
Also, they can now hire new employees at a lower cost while increasing the price of the products. You probably even gave the higher-ups a nice bonus. And now you get to rot in jail for a long, long time. So if you ever have issues with a business, destruction of property will not hurt a corporation. The only thing it does is screw over the people who rely on them for their livelihood.
And that really just did not solve an issue. It did not solve anything. It was just some hothead individual who thought he wasn't paid enough, and he goes and burns down a warehouse. That doesn't solve the problem. Guys, I have no issue with people being paid fairly. I have no issue with individuals being paid a fair wage. But everybody can't make top dollar. That's just the way it is. That's just the society we live in. Everybody's not going to make top dollar. That's just a fact. I'm sorry. That's just a fact. Let's get into the next clip.
I absolutely deserve a livable wage and the ability to purchase a home.
No, you don't. The term deserve has no business being a part of this conversation. When you're trading with somebody, there is no deserve for either party. You just get whatever you agree to, and trading your labor is no different. And it's always nonsense to tie wages to what you need to spend to live. You are trading your labor, and people are paying you for that labor. They're not paying you based on whatever your bills are. That doesn't make any sense. So if your spending is higher than the labor that you can trade, you either need to up your skills so you can get more for the labor that...
Facts. What did he say? You need to up your skills. It's not about what you deserve, guys. You need to up your skills. I have a skill. I know how to run restaurants. I know how to run retail stores. I get paid for that skill. I know how to produce and make money for a business. I know how to perform on a P&L and make the company money. I have a skill. If you have nothing to offer, I'm sorry. You shouldn't be making a top wage. I'm just sorry. Doesn't matter if it's livable or not. You shouldn't be making a top wage when you have no skills to offer. That's just the way I feel. You guys are all entitled to your opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion.
You trade, and or you need to reduce your spending. People act as if value is some objective thing. It's not. It's completely subjective. We all value things differently. So saying labor should be valued at whatever random level you want it to be valued at is nonsense. It doesn't work that way.
I like that guy, and he's 100% right. You have to bring something to the table. You have to bring something of value. I just can't show up to a job tomorrow and say, just because I am who I am, I should be paid X amount of dollars. It doesn't work that way, guys. And individuals, in my opinion, need to get out of this mindset. It doesn't work that way. You have to have a viable skill if you want to make more money. No one's going to pay you more money because you're just, use myself as an example, because I'm just frank and I'm just here for a job, but I should be paid X amount of dollars because I am who I am. Or because things are expensive, I should be paid more money. Guys, that's not how it works. Individuals need to get out of this mindset thinking that they should make X amount of dollars because they are just who they are. The world doesn't work that way, guys. The world doesn't work that way. If people want to be paid a top wage, then they need to have a viable skill to get paid a top wage. People want top wage with a 50-cent work ethic. It doesn't work that way. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, always remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I'm out of here.